And we'll see you on YouTube when Patrick Laine is a Montreal Canadien. Thank you.
Salute.
Patrick Laine, Patrick Laine, Patrick. You guys thought I was crazy. You really did, didn't you? Well, I'm not so crazy anymore. Anyway, the point is, Patrick Laine is a Montreal Canadien. It is true. It is a fact. Jordan Harris, and only Jordan Harris, going the other way to the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Canadiens also acquiring a 2026 second-round pick in the process of acquiring Patrick Laine. The Canadiens are also going to retain the full $8.7 million or so cap hit for the next 2 seasons for Patrick Laine's services. I said it not that long ago, Suzuki, Slavkovsky, and Laine sounds like a pretty sexy line, if you ask me, right? Before Demidov gets here, we got Patrick Laine. Just saying it is kind of surreal. Now, we know that given the amount of time that there's been since Patrick Laine has come out of the Players Assistance Program, we know that the Canadiens have had conversations with him, right? And that means Marty St. Louis, Kent Hughes, Jeff Gordon, whoever it took to try to get him to come to Montreal. He's going back into the big market now. He's been a Winnipeg Jet. He's been a Columbus Blue Jacket. Now he's going to the mecca of hockey to be a Montreal Canadien. 6'5" Patrick Laine, a guy 225 or so as far as his weight goes. But anyway, that being said, Montreal has not acquired a player of this caliber in a very, very long time. I can think about 10 years ago when they acquired Thomas Vanek. Like that was the last player I remember being this excited about in terms of an acquisition, a trade. And Patrick Laine is only 26 years old. He's got a lot to give. He's a previous 40-plus goal scorer. He's 26 years old. He's young. He's got all the world in front of him still as a hockey player. He's got to learn how to get that passion back for the game. He's got time to do it. He's got a coach in Marty St. Louis, and this is where the Marty St. Louis factor rings true. Because you know, if Michel Therrien or Claude Julien, or dare I say Dominic Ducharme was coach of the Canadiens right now, this trade wouldn't be happening. You can guarantee that Patrick Laine is coming because he is going to enjoy playing for a coach that is potentially going to help him revive and help re-thrive his career in a place that he hasn't seen yet. All right, as you can see, you're going to chop this up a little bit. It's a big deal, and what I just heard Patrick Laine say was exactly what I was thinking. The Marty St. Louis effect is real, and I heard it from Patrick Laine's mouth that he thinks the Canadiens have a really good thing going right now. He wants to help guide the young guys and where they're at, and they have a really, really good head coach. So you know that Marty St. Louis was a major factor in Patrick Laine's decision to agree to be traded to the Montreal Canadiens. And I don't know if it's going to be made official or not, whether we'll know if Montreal was part of his no team trade list. No, however you want to say it. I think I said it right. But anyway, it obviously Montreal wasn't on that list because he agreed for this trade to happen. And the biggest concern about Patrick Laine has been what? His defensive game, his play away from the puck. He's been a one-zone player, as Tony Marinaro has suggested, blue line and in, right? But if Marty St. Louis had a discussion with him, I guarantee you there was discussions about we need to play together as a unit, as a team. And after Patrick Laine going through what he went through in the player assistance program, now coming out better mentally, hopefully coming out better as a hockey player and as a person, combined into an environment like the Montreal Canadiens are building, which is a perfect fit in terms of how to get him and get the best out of him as a hockey player. So this is something to look forward to. And I don't want to dismiss Jordan Harris entirely. I didn't mean to do that by saying, we're just getting rid of Jordan Harris. He's a player that I trusted going into the season more than Justin Barron. And we've seen how reliable, how smart of a player Jordan Harris was for Montreal, as a Montreal Canadian for a short time. So I'm sad to see him go in a sense because of how great of a kid he is, how smart and reliable of a player he is. He's got a great future ahead of him as an NHLer. And there's been comparables to Josh Georges, the way he plays, and just maybe with a bit more offensive upside. But either way, you're getting something good, Columbus, in Jordan Harris, just so you know. I want to know what you guys think about this trade. I want to know really quickly because, as you can see, not in my typical location right now, right? So I'm doing this for you guys because it's a big deal. It's a big trade. It's another reason for the Canadiens to get excited for next season. It pushes that needle of the rebuild forward just like that. And also the potential of a wild card spot now has to come into play for the Montreal Canadiens with this acquisition of Patrick Laine. You know that that's what they're thinking at this point, and so should the fans be as well. So now that it's actually happened, what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. I cannot wait to hear. Patrick Laine is a Hab. He's here. Let me know what you guys think down below.